Hello everyone, this is Eagle Owl again. Today I would like to go over a basic explanation of how a solar powered system works. Basically so people can understand if they want to run things by solar power. Um, when you run things in your home, you've got the current coming from the main power lines, down into the walls. You plug things in, alternating current. When you're running things solar power, you're basically running things off of a direct current, or in slang terms, a battery. So basically, here's how it works. The heart of the whole thing is going to be deep cycled batteries. The reason for deep cycled batteries is because a regular battery, like a car battery, they're not designed for you to drain the energy way, way, way down and then bring them back up, and then drain them and bring them back up. Car batteries are just barely used. They're used just long enough to turn your car on, and then your alternator takes over. So you want deep cycle batteries, sometimes called marine batteries. So here's how a solar powered system works. Okay, you got your batteries here. They're the heart of everything. You got a solar panel. The solar panel is going to collect the sun's energy, and then you want to take that energy from the solar panel. It goes down to a cable, and you got to buy a thing that's called a charge controller. A charge controller controls how much current this solar panel is putting into your batteries. Without that charge controller, it'll just want to charge it every second of every day, and you could destroy your batteries. Also, without the charge controller, your batteries it'll do like a reverse thing, and the charge in them can become depleted if connected directly to a solar panel. So you've got to have the charge controller. So the sun converts its energy into electrical energy into the charge controller, and then we'll run a cable from the charge controller into the deep cycle batteries. Okay. It'll go to the red and the black, the hot and the negative. And then from the batteries, you want to run cables. Two cables will come out into a power inverter, a red and a black once again. The power inverter, you've seen them in the stores. They make them for car cigarette lighters and everything. All a power inverter is a box. It has regular plugs in it that look like the plugs you would find in your house. This power inverter is changing current that is a battery current into an alternating current, so that it can accept things like you would normally plug, like in the house. Okay? And then you plug the device that you need to use into that power inverter. Like I said, it looks just like a regular plug. So basically, to break it all down, here's what you got to have for a solar powered system. Solar panel, cable going to a charge controller, and then from the charge controller to the battery. So all that in one straight line. And then on the other side, you take a power inverter and you connect it to a battery. So you basically got stuff on both ends of the batteries. The side that's coming in, and then the side coming out of the batteries. It's not really that complicated once you look into it a little bit. And then the thing is, well, how big a solar panel do I get? How strong a charge controller? How big are batteries? The simplest way I would explain it is this. The batteries are going to determine how much time you can run items for. If you get batteries that ain't very strong, you're going to run stuff for a little while, and then you're going to be out of juice. So the battery determines how much stored energy you can have ready for use. The solar panel is going to determine how quickly, with how much power and force, how quickly you can get energy back into your batteries to get them back to a full charge again. The charge controller is deciding, at how intense a rate you're going to, be able to charge up on these batteries. Then the power inverter is deciding how strong of an item you will be able to use. Like, are you only wanting to use little bitty things, like nothing that exceeds 100 watts, like you're just wanting to connect a iPhone, you're just wanting to connect, little bitty electronic devices, a small power inverter will work. If you want to connect stuff with a little bit more kick to it, a medium-sized TV, really large, powerful lights or something, you want a bigger power inverter. So when you're making a solar-powered kit, and you're deciding, well, how big, how strong of each item should I get, that's the basic way to break it down. How much power things do I need to run? How big things do I need to run? How much stored energy do I want? How long do I want to be able to have energy before I need to refill it? At what intensity am I going to allow it to be recharged? And then here is the bigger the solar panel, the quicker you will be able to get your batteries back up to full. And basically that's my best explanation of how a solar powered system works. This is Eagle Out. Thanks for watching.